Hi guys, let's put a song on just for a bit of fun. I haven't really told that many people. Let's have a look. Live. Okay guys, I'm just telling a few people. I think what I'm going to do is play something. Hi Debbie, I've hardly told anyone. So what I'm going to do is play something on YouTube. And then I'm going to, whilst that's playing, I'm going to message loads of people that were live. Let's just find something. Baby, I don't care. Okay. Bear with me. Bear with me, guys. I'm making it work. Is it following me? Yeah, I think it is. All right. Why is it signed out of YouTube? It don't really matter, does it? Verify it's you. It's me. Right, 1 second. Let me just do all this. I don't know. Boo, ba, doo, boo. Do, 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 do. Hang on a minute. Let me just get rid of that. Let me just get on YouTube so we can. Are you getting me, guys? How many of you guys are getting me? Debbie, can you hear me okay? All right, it's not letting me sign in, but it doesn't matter. So I just want to put Elvis on. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Let me get you on here. All right, it's not letting me sign in, but it doesn't matter. So I just want to put Elvis on. Hi, Tony. Hi, Tony. Right, so I'm just trying to put some. I'm just trying to put a video on so I can quickly message everyone that we're live. Let's have a look. Okay, where are we? Right, we're going to play the Billy Smith interview.
EasyJet Holidays Big Orange Sale is now on. Get up to £400 on package holidays. Book now. Search EasyJet Holidays.
So we don't get too much echo, okay, guys?
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. So lock in next summer with just a £60 deposit per person.
Okay.
And spread the cost with our flexible...
No adverts. Right, are you...
Why do people worship him?
Guys, are you getting...
3 years after he's dead, Marty?
The only thing I can pin it on, because I don't know exactly what it is, but as I just touched on a little bit before, back in the 50s and 60s, he was a voice for the teenagers of that time. Well, those teenagers are today adults. They grew up with Elvis through his music and whatever he did, because he didn't bring messages to people. That was one thing he would not do. He himself said, I'm here to entertain. If I make people happy, fine. And those people grew up with him, and they just cherished him back in those times. And what they have done while they've grown up and had children of their own, they have introduced their children to Elvis Presley, because we have seen it so many times in the fans that have come to Memphis that they come with little bitty kids or their own teenagers.
Right, guys.
And
so I'm just messaging some people now, okay?
It amazes
we're live.
us that we see 90-year-old women and 2-year-old little girls, or 3-year-old little girls, and they're just all in love with Elvis Presley. I think, that's the only thing I can pin it on. You can use the words charisma and magnetism and everything, but there are many people who never saw Elvis in person. They only listened to his music, to his records, and they were still affected the same way.
Right, just letting everyone know we're live, guys.
And indeed, the book describes you as the foreman of the Memphis Mafia. Now, what was the Memphis Mafia, really?
Well, Elvis had a close-knit group of friends who were with him for more than one reason. One, for companionship, and it wasn't a case of paying to have a friend. We all cared about him. He cared about us. But above all, he knew us so well that he
So
trusted
many people
us.
to message. I got loads
Because
of
when
people to
you're
message.
thrown
I'm really
into
sorry.
that type of life, you really don't know why somebody likes you, whether it's for money or just to be around or what have you. But I think for the most part, the original Memphis Mafia, the guys, were people who Elvis knew when he was young and grew up with. Billy grew up with him himself as a cousin, and a very, just a close member of family. He just wasn't just another cousin. Throughout the years, there were a couple of guys who were there for what they could get, but they didn't last very long because Elvis was a very quick judge of character. He had to be, and we were too. A couple were not good, but on the whole, most all of them served the purpose. They really were good. You have to remember one aspect of the group and Elvis is that Elvis Presley was a multi-million-dollar business unto himself. And had we been working for General Motors, we would have had responsibilities. We had the same thing with Elvis Presley to make things run smoother so he could perform and do his job, fulfill his responsibility. So
okay, we'll get in there. We'll get in there.
Where we've been called all kinds of names, hangers-on, moochers, bloodsuckers.
Okay, there we go.
And we just smile at those. Yeah.
What else?
I said they're all true. The general public saw one side of Elvis, and they didn't know the whole story. And we were who were close to him, closer than anybody in the whole world.
Okay, guys.
Did not know the complete Elvis Presley.
One night we had a couple of girls who had came to Memphis a couple of days before, and they couldn't get in, so they had a crate made, and they got inside the crate.
Okay,
and
let me
they
just check
had
your
their
messages now, guys.
Boyfriend to call and actually mail them to Graceland.
So
they were
we've
supposed
got-
to be animals, dogs for Elvis. And
Let me just pause it a minute.
when they got to Graceland, they didn't get any further than the gate because naturally.
Okay, guys. So I just thought I'd come on just for a little while. I'm not on for long. I just wanted to say hello to you lot. Let me just quickly read your message. So, grave visitations. Deborah, I'm an Elvis fan since I was 13. I'm 45. Welcome. Welcome. What should we call you? Do you have a name? What country are you in, my friend? We always love new people to join us. Hi, Tony and Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, the Memphis Mafia did tell some fibs. We've been discussing the Memphis Mafia today. Right, let's have a look. We've been talking about the book, Elvis, What Happened? So who we got? Yeah, with the key, what it is, on this channel, we discuss Elvis, but we also discuss Lisa Marie, the Bloodline, Riley as well. But we also discuss the carnivore diet, the keto diet. So we do care about each other's health. So you're in Ireland. Right, that's great. My son is engaged to a girl from Ireland. So I'll probably be there one day for the wedding. All right, let's just play a bit more of this interview because I think it's interesting. You do. All right, okay. Let me just subscribe to you, my friend. I'm just gonna carry on playing a bit more of Billy Smith, Elvis's cousin, and then I'm gonna subscribe to you, my friend. I might already be subscribed to you because that rings a bell. That does.
Vester wanted to check it out and make sure, because there was just not supposed to be any dogs coming to Graceland we knew anything about. So Elvis got so tickled that he finally said, well, just let him up. He said, because anybody go through that much trouble, let him up.
Let's have a look. Let me see if I can find you on mine.
So he had him come up to the house, but that was only one of many instances. They'd climb the fence or anything.
So, Great Visitations, we have two channels. We have one called Defending Elvis Presley and one called Elvis Presley Fan on Keto.
It
So I am live at the
just as if he was
ball.
here.
I just thought I'd do a short one. Let's have a look.
Few months after he passed away.
Grave
Boy, it was rough around
Visitation.
Graceland because they would climb the fence, hide under cars, and everything, just to be there. And it
come up?
really hasn't changed. It seems, just as if he were still here. And
All right, I've just
gosh, what
subscribed
it
to you,
is,
my friend.
keeps them that strong ties between them. I don't know.
All right, let's have a
But
look.
I don't think anybody can think of any other celebrity being
I
a
like your channel.
politician, a sports celebrity, an entertainer who has passed
That's
away
very
in the
interesting.
history of the world, that many people from all over the world come just to see where they lived, where he's buried. I mean, we've had over 4.5 million
Right,
people
so
come through the gates of Graceland since Elvis has died.
Let's
You
just get
think
up
of
the
people
message.
like John F.
So
Kennedy
great,
and
great visitation. Do you know, I
I don't
found
know
a
how it
hidden
is with
grave
Winston Churchill in England, but
of
I
a
don't
famous
know of
person.
anybody
I need to ask
that
my wife, Rora.
is in the same category
You know,
as
when
Elvis,
we
where people
went to the
travel, as the
campsite,
English fans
what's it
have,
called? The little village by it
for 2-3 years in a row now.
in
We've
Bridgewater.
gone from Japan, Australia,
You know
and
the
so
little
many other
village in
places,
Bridgewater.
specifically.
Yeah, Mill Farm.
to
What's
see
the name? Is
Elvis
it
Presley. It's
Fiddington?
very hard for people outside of Memphis to realize
Yeah,
what's going on.
Fiddington.
I know,
Great visitation. There's this place near Bridgewater,
People, while Elvis was alive,
and I found this
other
little
entertainers,
very
media
hidden
people
away
did not
church
really
in a
realize
town
the
called
influence and the power
Fiddington. I'll spell it
that
out
Elvis
for you.
had over the general public. They
Fiddington.
have
I'll
come
say
to
it to
realize
you.
it more now since he has passed away, because these people just
And
keep coming and
when I
coming,
went
and
there,
it's not going to
so
stop.
the
And if
family's
they
here.
ever open
When I went
Graceland as
there,
a museum, then
there was a little hidden
it
grave,
will
and it
go
was
on
a
forever,
celebrity.
really.
He was
Millions and
in.
millions of people. But in
I'm
turn,
trying
the
to think of the
fans
name.
have been ripped off a lot.
He was
since
in some
Elvis has
70s
passed away.
sitcoms.
Buying
but he's
things
very
that they
famous,
thought
but I've
were
forgotten
real,
his
but
name.
were not.
I need to
We who were
remember
close to
his
Elvis
name.
are
I'm
just
trying to
about the
remember
only people
the.
who know
Do you remember Robin
what was
Tripp?
real and what was true.
Robin Tripp.
And we don't mind doing that because
Does that mean mean
I
anything
think,
to you? Robin Tripp
Billy, I think we're
from the
agreeing on
70s
that. I think Elvis
sitcom.
would get a big kick out of what's going on there.
I'll see if
When
I
you
can get
add
you his
together the
name.
combination of the
And it was a new
and
grave as well. He hadn't been
pressures
there
and
long.
so on.
Um,
Sounds to me as though he didn't really ever get a chance or choose to or was able to
1970s.
enjoy.
Let me see if it comes up.
It was
Yeah,
rather
so you
sad
remember, I'll
like.
show you this.
Again,
So
to
does
a
that
certain
mean
degree,
anything to you?
That's true, but he enjoyed his success. He liked being
Robin's
who
Nest.
he was.
Robin's Nest, that was
This
it.
simple yet brilliant
There we
trick to
are.
heat your
I got
home
it, I
in
found
90
it.
seconds will save thousands of pounds on your heating bill this winter.
So
An
let me show
ingenious way
you.
to heat your home without wasting money is sweeping the market by storm in UK. A clever student from UK, London University,
The man
just
in the middle.
destroyed the
Does that-
billion-pound
does that
heating
mean anything
industry
to
by
you?
innovating a device that can warm any space at 90%
The man
less
in the
cost
middle, do you
than
recognise
conventional
him?
heating methods. Jason developed the invention in response to budget cuts that left his university in London with a malfunctioning heating system during freezing winters. In rooms as cold
He
as
was
10 degrees
buried there.
Celsius,
I'm
when
trying
the
to think what
request
his
for a
real
new
name
heating
is.
system was ignored, Jason stepped up. With his knack for
I was
engineering and a
surprised to
strong
see it,
desire to
actually,
help his
'cause I really
classmates,
liked
he
him.
cleverly figured out how
see if
to
it says
reverse
his
engineer a
name.
basic air heater. Jason made it work better, using a dual Thomson physics principle, providing much needed warmth for everyone.
All right. Well, he was
He
very,
made a
very
special
famous
device
in the
that creates
70s.
a perpetual
Anyway,
heating
let's
loop by
talk about
reusing
the
the heat
diet.
it produces, so none of it is wasted.
we discussed
He took
Elvis
this
and the
amazing
diet
gadget
here,
to the
okay?
university, and the
Right, let me
outcomes
just,
were fantastic. In carefully controlled tests, the temperatures in almost freezing classrooms went from 10 degrees.
Right. Okay. Let's just turn that off a minute. Okay. Can everyone hear me okay now? Can everyone hear me okay? Right. Let's talk about the diet. So, we're on the diet channel, so we can chat the diet, guys. I would love to do the diet. Can I contact you privately? Of course. Put me on your friends request. There we are. I've put my name. You just friend request me on Facebook. Right, guy. Tony will tell you about the diet. And I don't think Carolyn's here yet. Right, let me just tell you about the carnivore diet, the keto diet. I use Dr. Ken Berry. Okay, guys? He is on YouTube. There's 2 doctors on YouTube that I like. And the other one is Dr. Anthony Chaffee. These are the 2 doctors. They're both... I'll give you my name now. Okay. Let me just give you a bit of a lowdown on it. Now, I'm 57 years old. Okay? I was 55 when I started the diet. The reason I started the diet is because my stomach had ballooned like I was pregnant, and I'll show you a video of it. It's a bit embarrassing, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's go on to the video. There's a few. I want to try and find one. Let's see if that one does it. Right, here we are. Hi guys, and I was 55 years old when I started this diet 8 months ago, and I chose to never eat sugar or carbs again, and I concentrated on eating fatty meat and eggs and only natural real food. I cut out margarine and vegetable oils, and my weight started falling off, and before I knew it, I had lost 1.5 stones, and my energy levels had shot up as if I was a much younger person. I highly recommend a meat and eggs, fatty meat diet, and stop eating sugar. So, that was just a quickie. Now, let me just to let you know. Now my stomach had gone massive. My face had gone all fat. I was getting dizzy spells every 2 or 3 days, strong dizzy spells, like my arms would get all heavy. I had been told by my doctor that I had pre-diabetes, which is basically just before becoming type 2 diabetes. Yeah. I also had no energy. I had high anxiety and I couldn't sleep very well. And the other thing I had was ulcerative colitis. I wasn't well. I was having to go to the toilet 8 times a day. Okay? So I was very unwell. I actually thought I was going to have a heart attack. So what I decided was I had to lose weight as soon as possible. I wasn't fat. I was 12.5 stone. But I knew I was unwell. I'd been warned by my brother. I got a twin brother. He told me that I didn't look well. So I went onto YouTube and I found Dr. Ken Berry. Let me show you who Dr. Ken Berry is. He's got 3.5 million subscribers. And I started watching his live streams. So I started watching his live streams. Now, at first, I know, Tony, at first, I didn't believe it. At first, I thought it was all bullshit. Didn't believe anything, that eating fatty... Oh, thank you. But at first, I thought it was all rubbish. I thought just eating fatty meat and eggs and water and salt, I just thought, oh no, the cholesterol's going to kill me. I honestly thought the cholesterol would kill me. So what I did, I started watching Dr. Ken Berry's live streams. Let's see if I can make the camera come near me. Let's see if I can make it come near me. Sometimes if I do this, it will zoom in. So I started watching Dr. Ken Berry's live streams. You go on to the questions and answers. And the more I watched them, I started to understand that cholesterol is not bad for you. Salt is not bad for you. Fatty meat is not bad for you. Eggs are not bad for you. Butter is not bad for you. Now, we in society have always been told meat is bad for you. Cholesterol is bad for you. Butter is bad for you. Eggs are bad for you. Yeah. We've also been told that wheat and cereals are good for you. They are not. Cereals are not good for you. We've also been told that it's okay to have margarine, to have vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is poison. Margarine is poison. Butter is very good for you. So then the other thing we're told is that we should be eating every hour to keep up our strength. This is rubbish. Our body doesn't want to be fed. Oh, thank you, my friend. Now, our body doesn't want to be fed every hour. We shouldn't be eating a massive breakfast, then a snack, then dinner, then another snack, then dinner, tea, then another snack, and then eating before we go to bed. It's just ridiculous. People think they have to keep their energy levels up, stuffing their bodies with sugar. Almost every food people eat turns to sugar. So pasta, potato, rice, pizzas, burgers, it all turns to sugar in your body. Sugar is I think, is the main cause of cancer in your body. Also, sugar does a lot of damage throughout your body, causes massive inflammation. Inflammation is the main cause of all illnesses in your body. Hi, Carolyn. Carolyn, good timing. All right, that's a shame. You're driving, but right, just great. So, everyone, what grade visitation? What shall I call you again? Tell me your name again so I can address you by your name, if that's okay. Now, right, Carolyn is on here. Carolyn, how long ago did you start the diet? Was it 5 months ago? Now, Carolyn came across our Elvis channel. And in passing, I mentioned to her about the carnivore diet, the keto diet. And she took it on. And Carolyn has lost 45 pounds. Cathal. Hi, Cathal. Nice to meet you, Cathal. Carolyn has lost 45 pounds. 45 pounds. Could you imagine that? She has reversed all her health problems. All of them. She had health problems. She was on medication. She had anxiety. She had depression. It's all gone. She's lost all her weight. She's got her life back. She's now full of energy. Full of energy. There she is. 6 months. Carolyn, it was 6 months ago. Now, Carolyn, it was only a chance meeting on YouTube, on my Elvis channel, because my main channel is Elvis. Now, Tony is on here. Tony, do you mind me telling him your story? Tony has only been on the diet. Tony, how long have you been on the diet? Is it 3 or 4 weeks? And the carnivore diet, remember what really happens with the carnivore diet or the keto diet. I recommend the carnivore diet at first because it gets rid of all your problems quick. You come off medication, you lower your blood sugars, you lower your blood pressure, you give your body the food that it should ancestrally have been getting from hundreds of thousands of years ago. Fatty meat, eggs, fish, omelette, prawns, salt, water. You cut out all fizzy drinks. You cut out all sweets, chocolates, Doritos, no starchy vegetables like potatoes. And you basically try and only eat once or twice a day. You never snack. You never have breakfast. You don't touch cereals. Cereals are bad for you. Fiber is bad for you. Yeah? And this thing where fiber, it clears out your body is bullshit. This thing where you need cereal to boost you in the morning is bullshit. Cereal turns to sugar in your body. To sugar. Now, Tony has been on for 4 weeks. Yeah, so Tony, I'm just telling this to Cathal. Tony has been on this diet for 4 weeks. And she has lost 22 pounds. She had severe pain and her pain has gone. Because the thing about the carnivore diet is this. Because you cut out all the sugar stuff. Yeah. You remove all your inflammation, sugar and all these bad foods like the cereals, the cakes, the chocolates, the Doritos, the breads. All breads are bad for you. When you cut out these foods, your inflammation throughout your body, in every part of your body goes. That's your brain, your stomach, all of your body, your joints. The reason people get arthritis and aches and pains is caused by the inflammation in your body. the reason I was unwell was because my colon was inflamed. I had ulcerative colitis. My doctor told me that I had to be on steroids for the rest of my life, and there was a small chance I would have part of my colon removed, and I may need a colostomy bag. My doctor said this to me 12 years ago. I've had ulcerative colitis for 12 years. And now just think about it, guys. I went on the carnivore diet. I cut out all the sugars, breads, chocolate, Doritos, and pasta, and rice, all the stuff that is not good for my body, all the starchy stuff, potatoes. And within 3 weeks, I lost nearly 1.5 stone. So what is that? 20 pounds. I lost 20 pounds in 3 weeks. I also reversed all my problems. I remember. Yes. We do. It's called Defending Elvis Presley. But there's also a chat on there you can join. So it's Defending Elvis Presley. And there's a chat you can join. Join the chat. Now, join chat. And then, now remember, I don't do this for money. This isn't a money thing. Yeah? This is, oh yes. Yeah, so thanks, Jane. So I just want to shut that door a minute. Now the camera's going to follow me when I shut the door. Actually, no, it's not. It's frozen. Right, that's good. I don't want the kids coming in. Okay. All right, we're back. Now, you got to understand that the reason, you got to understand why I wanted to start doing it on my Elvis channel. Now, I run an Elvis channel. We defend Elvis and Lisa Marie against all the lies that are said about them. And what I noticed, what I noticed on my Elvis channel is many of the people that were on my Elvis channel were over 40, 50, 60, 70, even 80, and sometimes 90. And many of them had serious health problems like type 2 diabetes. Now, the carnivore diet will get rid of type 2 diabetes. If you are type 2 diabetic and you are injecting insulin, you go on this diet, and within 2 to 3 months, you will not be injecting insulin. If you have got a very high blood pressure and you are taking statins, this diet can get you off statins, off metformin. Have you heard of metformin? 100%. I've seen thousands of cases of people when they change their diet, they come off all medications. Let me just. So should we just, while we're here, let's get Dr. Ken Berry up. Let's get him out. Let's play a bit of his. Okay, let's get it. That goes on to Minecraft. My kids have been on my computer. Now, I'll show you what I do, guys. I go on to. Let's get him up. I go on to. I don't know if I think you can see what I'm looking at. We need to get on YouTube. Let's get on YouTube. Okay. Right, it's not logged in at the moment, so I'm just going to type it in. All right, actually, it is logged in. There we go. Dr. Ken Berry, right. So what I do, I go onto his lives. Let's just play a small section of his latest lives. Have a look. Where are we? Let's get on it a minute. Is it going to let me? Dr. Ken Berry. Here we go. So look, 3.43 million subscribers. 3.43 million subscribers. He's got a beautiful wife called Nisha, and she does all the recipes for carnivore food, for keto food. Now remember, keto is a bit more relaxed than carnivore. Keto allows a bit of fruit, a bit of veg, and a few nuts, a bit of honey, stuff like that. But it still takes you off all the sugar, the carbs, all the heavy carbs, all the chocolates, etc., crisps. What I do, this is what I do. This is how I learn about the diet. Because it is important that you learn about this diet. It's very important. I'm just gonna get you guys on here, so that I can check your messages. Yeah. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Here we go. I can read your messages now. Hi Denise, how are you today? Okay, right, just checking your messages. I love my Diet Coke though. Yeah, Diet Coke, I know it's tasty, but it's not good for you, Jane. All the fizzy drinks, all the sugar additives, anything ultra processed, all the sweeteners are very bad for you. You gotta get off it, Jane. You gotta get off it. Sorry, mate. Right, I go on to the lives. Let's go and let's just play a very small section of a live, yeah. And this is how I learnt to about the diet, because I think if you're going to do this diet, you have to learn about it. You have to do your research. You have to understand why cholesterol is not bad for you. You have to understand why salt is good for you. Let me just read Tony's comment. Hi, Rosalind. Pain and hysterectomy, tumour in the back of head and fibroid removal and grind tossed off a horse in the woods. It's a long story, but so much pain and bed rest. Yeah. And Tony is her pain is massively reduced. Of course, water is good for you. Right. Let's put on Dr. Ken Berry just for a couple of minutes. Right. I'll jump it forward.
Hello.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if we've got a bit of internet first.
I assume you mean the mineral drops. So mineral drops and electrolytes are similar, but not exactly the same. So the mineral drops have minerals and electrolytes. Electrolytes just have electrolytes. So sodium, potassium, magnesium. Where the mineral drops have
Let's make it big.
iodine, boron, manganese. You can see on the bottle listed
Molybdenum.
a lot of extra stuff. So you can do both. You can do just the mineral drops, or you can do just the electrolytes. But mineral, if I had to pick between one or the other, I would pick the mineral drops and then just make your own electrolytes.
Yep.
So
Super
that's
cheap.
the difference between that. You can find recipes to make your own electrolytes on YouTube very easily. Nia's Way.
Yeah. So I mean, they're talking about electrolytes, but I prefer just a very good quality salt. A good salt. Don't have table salt. It's not good. It's like a preservative. Don't have table salt. Decent salt. That's what you need.
Has an excellent video, and it's, I think, maybe 5 minutes long, and she teaches you how to make your own element.
N-E-I-H apostrophe S.
N-E-A-H.
N-E-A-H.
Nia's Way.
N-E-A-H.
I bet one of the coaches will post in the comments. By the way, if you're new and you see a blue name with a blue wrench, those are our
Right, let's just jump it forward a bit. So, now remember Nisha, obviously that's, she is a registered nurse, yeah? But Dr. Ken Berry is a proper doctor. He had his own practice. Now, Nisha has her own YouTube channel and she does her own keto recipes. She does her own carnivore recipes. Minced meat is very good for you. Red meat, very good for you. Red meat has all the vitamins and nutrients and fatty acids you could ever need. Steak is the top. Steak is always at the top. Yeah? Ribeye steak, grass-fed steak. All steaks are good. Then you go down to lamb. Lamb is a great red meat. Very good for you. Full of nutrients, vitamins, fatty acids, B12. You name it, it's got it all. Yeah? Remember, it has to be fatty. You must have it fatty. If it's not fatty enough, cook it in butter. Butter is very good for you. The fat gives you your energy. The fat. People get confused. They think, oh, sugar energy, sugar energy. No, it's bad for you. Getting your energy from sugar is not good. Yeah? You must be getting your energy from fatty meat. So, of course, the skin on the chicken, the fat on the lamb. We have pork bellies. Now, pork chops isn't as good for you as some of the other meats. Same like chicken, not as good for you. The best meats are always the red meat. Yeah? Minced meat is great. Minced meat is great. It's one of the best ones. So let's just see what they got to say, and then I'm going to show you a bit of Dr. Anthony Baker.
Holly Tracy, hope you're feeling better, Nisha. 10 inches of snow here.
Better today. We'll see what tomorrow brings.
Yes. Mark, thank you very much.
Where did it go?
I'll do Robert.
Micah.
Okay, go
Is
ahead.
Redmond salt enough electrolytes, or do I need additional? So Redmond salt is just salt.
It has some trace minerals, which means tiny amounts of minerals, like any natural rock salt will have, but it's not nearly enough to get your electrolytes. Totally right. Robert, 1 small glass of milk a day for muscle gains, yes or no? I mean, milk will make you gain weight faster than just about any other thing except carbs. If you're working out hard and you're really trying to compete in like a regional bodybuilding or powerlifting competition, then maybe the milk is worth it. Any negatives with lemon balm before bed to calm down, other than the 2-hour liquid rule? Not really. No, I think lemon balm's pretty.
So you get the idea, guys. You go on to the live streams. They will get their live streams tend to be for an hour. Yeah. And people are obviously donating money, but they are asking questions every few minutes. And after watching these live streams for about 3 or 4 days, you will know everything you need to know. You will understand why the carnivore diet works. You'll understand the difference between carnivore and keto. You'll also understand what vitamins and nutrients and fatty acids and all the good stuff that's in meat, in fatty meat. Yeah. You don't need supplements. You will also understand that fiber is not good for you. It causes problems. Fiber irritates your colon. Yeah. Same for wheat. It is not good for you. It is not good for you. People think, oh yeah, I'll have an all bran or I'll have porridge. It's not good for you guys. And you start to understand that fruit, it's full of sugar, fructose, and too much fruit will make you fat. Too much fruit will give you fatty liver because the fructose is dealt with by your liver. Yeah. So a little bit of fruit, low carb fruit like strawberries, blackberries is okay. Not too many. Like a few nuts is okay. Yeah. But if you want to see the full benefits of the carnivore diet, you need, I'm jumping forward. If you want to see the full benefits of the carnivore diet, you need to be just eating fatty meat, eggs, salt water, no fizzy drinks, no orange juice. Orange juice is not good for you. It's full of sugar. It's not good for you. Let's play a little bit more, guys.
Dr. Barry, I started to binge your videos and started Carnivore yesterday. Thank you for all your videos and help. Yeah, if you're new, the content on this channel,
On the YouTube channel.
that you're currently on is vast.
Yep.
And there are playlists. So there's a Keto 101 playlist. There's a Carnivore 101 playlist.
Diabetes 101, Obesity
I think
101,
there's
Hypertension 101.
But you
Yep.
can also just go to the search bar and tap in Dr. Barry.
It's like this thing where it can get rid of type 2 diabetes. Do you know that something like 20% of the world's population will have type 2 diabetes eventually? I would say there's double that number that have got pre-diabetes already, especially in America. Especially in America. You look up pre-diabetes, it basically means your blood sugars are too high. If you become type 2 diabetic, then you are in a world of health problems. All your health problems come from diabetes, eating sugar, constantly grazing on food, constantly snacking, eating ultra processed foods, foods in boxes. Anything in a box is not good for you. Anything that says diet on it, if it says diet, it's bad for you. Anything that says low fat, it's no good because you need the fat. You need the fat in your food. Anything, vegetable oil is poison. Seed oil is poison. Margarine is poison. Now you think about the average person, guys. Think about it. You wake up in the morning, you have a cereal. Weetabix, cornflakes, Cocoa Pops. Yeah, you name it. It's all sugar. Some people even put sugar on it. Now then, what do they do then? They wait till lunchtime. But before lunchtime, they have a snack. They'll have a bar. It's maybe a cereal bar. Or what do people have as a snack between breakfast and lunch? Then lunchtime comes, they have a jacket potato. Jacket potatoes are not good for you. They will clog you up. They're very starchy and it turns to sugar. Say they have a topping on their jacket potato. What is the most common topping? Beans. Not good for you, full of sugar. Then at tea time, what do people have? A pizza, a burger, something with chips. None of it is good for you. Then after tea time, you may have another snack because you're hungry. So you start snacking on biscuits, crisps, chocolates, sweets. So all of this massive overload of sugar filling your body up. Your body just can't take it. And this is why eventually we get pre-diabetes, our blood sugars shoot up. Obviously we put on weight quickly. And the other problem is this. You think by eating these foods, you're full of energy. But these foods are making you feel tired. You never have any energy because your body's being overloaded. And then we go to bed. Oh, I fancy another snack. And then you can't sleep. Your stomach is not given any rest. Now remember, we need to fast. The human body is designed to not eat around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock p.m. Nothing for about 14, 15 hours. That's how it should be. Your stomach should give itself a chance to recover. Your body needs to recover. But then because you're so unwell, you're not sleeping properly. You've got anxiety, you've got depression, because your body is being given all the wrong stuff. You've got inflammation in the brain, that's causing fogginess, it's making you dizzy, not clear-headed. This is why you become forgetful. You've got aches and pains because all your joints are inflamed because you're giving it the wrong food, your body the wrong food, so your joints get achy. So we're aging before our time. You've got people that are 30 years old, they look 40. People that are 40 look 50. People that are 50, they look like they're going to die. When you go to the supermarket, wherever you are in the world, you go to the supermarket, everyone's overweight. The next time you go to a supermarket, look around you. Everyone is overweight. All ages, even children are overweight. All ages are overweight. It could be a 10-year-old or a 50-year-old or a 20-year-old. And what do you also notice? A lot of these people look a lot older than they are. So you've got a 30-year-old man who looks like a 50-year-old man because he's obese. He looks unwell. They've lost their colour. They've got no energy. They look miserable because more than half of the world's population are binging on crap. Now, we were ancestrally designed to eat fatty meat and eggs, water and salt. Yeah? Now, in scarce times, we would have the low-carb vegetables. A tiny bit of fruit, maybe some nuts. That's it. Wheat, bread didn't even exist. 200,000-300,000 years ago, a million years ago, bread didn't even exist. There was no such thing as bread. A million years ago, what did we eat? We ate fatty meat, eggs. We either hunted our animals and ate them, or we scavenged off animals that had been killed by other animals. Yeah? And then when there was no animals around to catch, we would then feed on the berries, the raspberries, nuts, things like that. It depends what country you're in, but sometimes honey, but even honey was quite rare. And this is how it works. And we were never designed to be eating all day. We were designed to only eat when food was available, which a lot of the time was every 2 or 3 days. The human body is designed to fast. Fasting is very, very good for you. Very, very good for you. Anyway, guys, do you want to, I'll just play a bit more of this. Do you want to ask any questions? Go ahead.
Gallbladder, Dr. Berry type 1 diabetes, Dr. Berry type 2 diabetes, Dr. Berry carnivore for beginners, Dr. Berry, like whatever, fill in the blank. And I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a video, iodine, electrolytes, supplements, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, absolutely. Over 1,500 videos on my YouTube channel, and I'm
Let's see
working
what the
on
next question
downloading
is.
them, uploading them to Rumble and to Twitter as well.
Let's try and get one more question out of them, yeah?
And then dive deeper, because like there's a chance that maybe there's something else going on with something XYZ, whatever.
People are complicated.
It's not always black or white. 99% of the time, it's not. We do our best to answer questions on the live stream to the best of our ability, but like some things need a little bit more in depth. We also have
so this is what I find with obviously it's husband and wife. They're having a chat with you guys. You don't have to give them a penny. Yeah, they do this for love. Obviously, they make money. Of course, they do. They've got their own app that people join. They call it the Proper Human Diet. They've got their own style, but it's free advice. Everything you'll ever need to know, you'll get it from these two. So let me go to the next person. Dr. Anthony Chaffee, a very handsome doctor. I love his live streams. I think they're brilliant. Let's see if he comes up. There we go. Now let's click on him. One second, guys.
Just some of the tips and tricks.
Obviously,
that
a very
I
handsome
talk to
guy,
people about, like my
very
patients
fit,
or
older than you
friends or people
think.
trying to
I'm
start
not exactly
carnivore.
sure of his age. 40
Basically,
something.
It's quite simple.
Yeah?
It's just you're eating.
I'm not
meat
sure
and
what his
drinking
age
water,
is.
and
But
that's
let
it.
me
Okay, you can
click
salt
on
to
him.
taste.
Now he is a doctor. He has nearly 500,000 subscribers. Is that zoomed in on me again? Let's have a look. Let's get it down. Is that going to work? Right, let's click on his live streams. Let's click on the most recent live stream, yeah? I actually did watch one of these the other day. So this is all you need to do to learn everything you need to learn, yeah? You don't need me. You go on these question answer live streams and you'll learn everything you need to know. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's just listen for a bit.
So thanks for that. Let me take a look as well. See some stuff on Instagram. Okay, so here's one from Instagram. That's from Mrs. Zara, who says, "Hi Anthony, my son is 4 and is animal based. My daughter is almost 2 and carnivore. What age would you introduce fruits if you had a toddler?" For me personally, I would probably sort of keep it as it is. I mean, I think it's really great that they're eating so much meat and even full carnivore, especially when they're developing. It depends. I guess it depends on the fruit. I mean, all fruit are going to have toxins, unfortunately. Avocados and grapes are thought to be very healthy, but they will kill cats and dogs. So there are toxins in there, right? And so that's not necessarily, something that's, it's not going to be just wholly benign.
Can we just pause that a minute? Is it paused? I think it is. Now, this shocks people. But fruits and vegetables have toxins in them that are bad for you. People don't know this. This is why you should never eat too much fruit or vegetables. You should boil your vegetables. This is all part of it's why you have to do your research. Because the first thing you're going to think is, why are fruits bad for you? Well, they're very, very fattening. Yeah. Then you're going to think, what toxins do fruit and vegetables have? I've never heard that before. You look it up, guys. You look it up. Now, when we go through the woods and there's all berries everywhere and red ones and all different colours, you know you're not allowed to eat them. If you're out and about, you wouldn't pick things off trees and bushes and eat it because you know it's poisonous. So you have to be very careful that there is a side effect to eating certain vegetables, certain fruits. People don't know this. Toxins. So let's listen to it.
Even though, this is presumably something the plant wants you to eat. It wants something to eat the fruit. It doesn't necessarily want us to eat the fruit. Most fruit on earth will kill you. You go out in the woods and you see random bulbs and berries and things like that. You do not eat them. It's not safe to just eat random fruits or berries because they could very well be deadly, poisonous, or just harmful in some other way. So, that's something to think about. They do have toxins, even the ones that are more edible, do have some toxins, so that can build up. They'll have a lot more toxins when they are picked green. They actually won't detoxify because when it's green, the seed's not ready, and that's the whole point of the fruit is the seed, and because that's the plant's baby, that's the next generation, and so when it's green, they're far.
So this is what I'm trying to say, guys. When you hear it, like Dr. Anthony Chaffee, he lives on carnivore diet, yeah? He eats fatty meat. He's a steak eater, yeah? Doesn't really eat anything else. Now look how healthy that man looks. I think he's nearly 50, yeah? Now, when you hear him saying that fruit is bad for you, it can cause toxins, vegetables is bad for you, you don't want to believe it. We are so brainwashed into believing that certain things are really good for us, like fruit, really good for us. People will binge on fruit because they think it's really good for them. When too much fruit is definitely not good for you. It will cause fatty liver and it will make you feel unwell. If you eat too much fruit, then you get people, they'll have mile-high salads saying, oh yes, I'm eating lots of salad. The food that makes you healthy, makes you feel well, is fatty meat and eggs. What we were eating 1 million years ago, what the body was designed. If you want your immune system to work at its best, to be at its optimum, you give it the food it was designed to absorb. People don't realize that when you eat fatty meat, you absorb it. It gets absorbed into you. When you eat wheat and fiber, you just, without sounding rude, you're on the toilet all day. When you eat food that your body does not absorb, you are just on the toilet all day. That's what happens. People don't get it because we've been brainwashed right from the 1950s to eat all the wrong foods. We were encouraged to not eat fatty meat, that cholesterol is bad for us, too much eggs is bad for us, too much meat is bad for us. We've always been told it. We've been encouraged to eat a balanced diet. Now, the problem with a balanced diet is many of the things in a balanced diet are not good for you. Many of the things in a balanced diet are not good for you. Because what is a balanced diet? It's a bit of everything. Bit of bread, bit of pasta, bit of potato, bit of Weetabix, grain, rice, tiny bit of veg, tiny bit of salad. Yeah, it's a bit of everything. More than half of the things that we are encouraged to eat are not good for us. Yeah. Half of the world is using margarine on their bread. Half of the world is eating white bread, brown bread. People think if they eat brown bread, it's good for them. People think if they eat wholemeal bread, it's good for them. It's not. It causes problems. It causes inflammation. It's like sandpaper in your colon, in your stomach. We are all brainwashed. And you got to understand, guys, the reason I know is because I've done this diet myself. This diet was an experiment for me. It was an experiment for me. I was ill, unwell, looking at a heart attack. I had high blood pressure, high blood sugars. I had a stomach as if I was going to have a baby. All of it went. Within months, I went completely back to normal. My stomach went down. I lost weight. My blood pressure dropped. I've got a letter from a doctor. I read it out on this show. I had a letter last week. They tested everything on me. Let me just check your comments. The letter tested everything on me. Tested my brain. I had a brain scan. I had 3 CT scans. I had my bloods done. I had my my blood pressure obviously checked again and again and again. My blood pressure went from 141 to 121. I've got the blood pressure of a 25-year-old man. Yeah. My blood sugars went back to normal. My dizzy spells stopped. No dizzy spells. My energy levels went through the roof. I have 12 hours of booming energy every day. Remember what I eat. I have eggs and bacon at lunch. And then at tea time, I have steak, or I have lamb ribs or pork bellies. That's what I eat. Yes, I drink water. I will have a tea or coffee. That is my cheat, is tea or coffee. It's not a big deal. I never have sugar, never have sweeteners, no fizzy drinks, no pizzas, no burgers, no biscuits, no crisps. I don't drink alcohol anyway. I don't drink alcohol. So I am proof. Let's listen to Dr. Ken Berry a bit.
More toxins in there. And if it's picked green, they don't detoxify. It's the plant that actually has to pull out those toxins. They don't, if it ripens in the box, those toxins don't just, go away. So it's really important to understand that. So if you're going to eat fruit or you're going to give fruit to your kids, make sure that fruit is ripened on the tree, vine ripened, and so forth. That's really important. And the other thing is that sweet fruits are way more sweet than they really ever should be. They've been bred to be as sweet as possible. Like all
now
the
listen to this.
Things like that we're eating. All the plants in general that we eat, there's not natural plants.
Now this is what Dr. Anthony Chaffee has said, that we all think fruit's really good for us. He's saying that fruits 100,000 years ago weren't around. They weren't all sweet like they are now. Grapes, plums, oranges, all that. They weren't like they are now. They weren't all juicy and sweet. They've all been genetically modified to have more sugar, to be full of sweetness. But remember, fructose makes you fat. Fructose is not good for you. It gives you fatty liver.
We ever would have eaten in the wild. We've cultivated them to be very different, and the sweet fruits are far sweeter than they should be, so they have a lot of sugar in them. For kids especially, you really want to be in ketosis. You want them to be in ketosis because their brains...
So he's mentioned the word ketosis, just to give you a very brief thing on it. Our bodies are used to living off the sugar that we feed it. So obviously we remember what we said, pasta, bread, rice, potato, all that carbs, it all turns to sugar. So your body just normally will just live off the sugar. Now the problem with just living off the sugar you feed it, you are also getting many, many health problems like pre-diabetes, like type 2 diabetes, like ulcerative colitis, problems with your autoimmune system, so your gut, IBS, IBD, it can affect Crohn's. So basically, if you've got stomach issues, if you're not going to the toilet in a normal way, if you are going to the toilet more than once a day, something is wrong. Yeah? And it's being caused by your body being stuffed with the wrong foods: sugar, bread, pasta, rice, potato, carbs, chocolate, donuts, cakes, crisps, Doritos. You get it? It's making you unwell. Yes, it gives you a little bit of energy, but what I find is that when you overeat these foods, you feel tired all the time and you're constantly hungry. Remember, when you eat the wrong foods, you are constantly hungry. You never stop being hungry. Now, the thing about eating fatty meat, yeah, is that when you eat fatty meat, eggs, your hunger reduces. I only eat twice a day. The first month, I always recommend you should only eat once a day, a big fatty meat, steak, eggs meal once a day, eggs and bacon as well, if you can eat it. And then that lets your body recover. And he's talking about ketosis. So ketosis is, can you imagine your body is like this? So your body eats sugar to get its energy. Yeah? So you feed it, the body goes to the sugar, gives you a bit of energy, which always makes you feel hungry and tired. Now, when you're in ketosis, your body learns to live off the fats. This is why fat is very important. Fat is your energy. Fat in the meat, on your chicken, on your fish. Fat. A bit of olive oil is okay. Fat gives you energy. So when your body starts to live off fat, this is when you lose weight quickly, but also you have the best energy. The best long-lasting energy is living on fat and only eating really once or twice a day. You will have more energy than you've ever had. Like, people automatically think this. They think, oh, well, if I eat less food, I'll have less energy. It's not true. You will have more energy. If you eat less food, but the right food, so fatty meat, eggs, chicken, pork, lamb, steak, fish, you will have more energy. You will have more energy. The more you eat, you'll get iller and iller. This is when you're eating the breads, the toasties, the jacket potatoes, the big massive bowl of chips. Yeah, you get it? The ultra processed food. So let me just start reading your comments and I'll play a bit more of this.
Require ketones to grow properly.
I'm no doctor.
Ketones are your brain's primary fuel source. Why do I say that whenever it's, oh, you need glucose for your brain? Well, you need glucose for some parts of your brain. That's true. But 2/3 of your brain actually primarily and preferentially run on ketones, because if you have abundant amount of ketones and you have a sufficient amount of glucose, 2/3 of your brain will only.
Right, I saw a comment then. It's from Sproutopia. Your body will not have a problem digesting meat. So the thing that you've said is, what about people with paralyzed stomach who physically can't digest meat, who live off carbs? I'm sorry, no offense, but if you understand how the body digests its food, I'm no doctor, but I do. Your body will struggle to digest carbs and it absorbs meat. Your body doesn't have meat in the same way as carbs and fiber. So Sproutopia, I say this to you, your body will digest meat. It will. Yeah. Because it's the easiest thing to digest. Yeah. Now I'll tell you what is hard to digest. Fruit, vegetables, fiber, wheat. These are hard to digest. If you have got a problem with your stomach, and you're eating carbs, you're making yourself more unwell. Remember, this is why I recommend Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Anthony Chaffee, there's Dr. Sean Baker. There are many doctors on YouTube, proper doctors, qualified doctors. And you can go onto their chats, their live streams. You can watch the videos they've made explaining to you why carnivore diet works, why keto diet works. Don't forget, keto does include low carb veg, yeah, and nuts, berries, things like that. There's a reason why the whole population around the world is becoming very unwell. There is a reason for it. There's a reason that there is an epidemic of type 2 diabetes. There's a reason that's happening. There's a reason why cancer has gone crazy. Sugar feeds cancer. There's a reason why so many millions are now pre-diabetic. So many millions are now in need of insulin for their type 2 diabetes. So many people are suffering from anxiety and depression. So many people are catching autoimmune problems with their stomachs, arthritis. So many people can't think clearly because they have brain fog. All these illnesses, there's an epidemic of illnesses. The world is more unhealthy now than it's ever been. But the world has followed the food pyramid. You look it up on Google. You go to your food pyramid and you look at the recommended foods that we should be eating, that we are recommended to eat by our government, and it is wrong. It is upside down. The food pyramid. Let me see if I can get it up, guys. Let's just get one up. Let's go to Google. Food pyramid. Let's see what comes up. The so-called balanced diet. Yeah? Now let's have a look. I see this going to blow up. Let's have a look. You see this, guys? Is this coming up? Now look at the food pyramid. Right, is this, I just want to see if this is coming up on your... Now look at the, look, I've only just done this off the cuff. Yeah, I wonder if I can zoom that in. I don't think I can. I don't think it's going to let me blow it up. I want it to blow up. But you look at the main, 40% is bread, pasta and cereals. Can you see that, guys? I want to make that bigger. It's not going to let me. I wonder if it will let me. I'm just seeing if it will let me blow that up, guys. No, it's not letting me. It's annoying. I'm not very computer. Ah, there we are. Look at that, guys. Now look at it. Let's talk about this. The healthy food pyramid. This is what we are encouraged to eat. Tony, what you look at this food pyramid, yeah? So we got the main food that we're supposed to eat is bread, cornflakes, muesli, croissants. What else is in there? Cereals. All of that is bad for you. All of that turns to sugar in your stomach. Now, have you ever wondered why we're encouraged to eat those foods? You think about these massive corporations. You think about these massive companies that are literally making billions from the sales of the Weetabix, the boxes of cereals, the bread. The whole world is eating bread. It's a multi-billion pound business. That is why we are encouraged to eat the wrong foods. Then you've got some vegetables here. Some of them are okay. I don't like bananas. I don't encourage potatoes. I don't think they're good for you. Now, 35% vegetables. I would say it should be more like 5%. And then the food that is good for us. Remember, the higher we go right. So then we've got, obviously the fish is good. I can't see in that picture. I'm not sure. Is that steak? Obviously the 20% is okay. I mean, milk, you shouldn't have too much milk. And then with the oil, they are still saying on a balanced diet, you should have the vegetable oil there. It looks to me like you've got donuts, sweets, and cakes. They still are saying you should be eating 5%. That is such rubbish. Does anyone believe it? Now that pyramid is completely wrong. Well, the bread section shouldn't even be there. That particular one. Let's see if we can find a different one, because I don't think that's a great example, that one. Let's see if we can find a different one. What's on this one? Let's look at this one, shall we? Again, you've got the breads. They want mainly breads, then fruit and veg, then they put meat at the end. The meat is the thing you should be eating the least of. Now let's look at the carnivore diet pyramid. Carnivore diet pyramid. Pyramid. Let's have a peek, shall we? Carnivore diet. Now let's have a look, guys. That's it. View image. Now that's what you should be eating. Okay? So we've got at the top fatty meat. Dairy. Now dairy's a funny one. Not everyone is good with dairy, but obviously eggs is great. Fish, chicken, I can see steak. Your body will let you know when you switch over to fatty meats. Your body lets you know when you're hungry. Your body only really wants to eat once or twice a day. Now I found that when I went on this diet that my hunger massively reduced. I only want to eat twice a day. My body doesn't want to eat really. Like now tonight I ate at about 7 o'clock. 6:30, 7. It's 10 o'clock. I don't want to eat. Well, I'll go to bed in about an hour and I won't eat nothing. And I won't eat now until tomorrow at 1:30, and I will have eggs and bacon, fatty eggs and bacon. I will keep the fat out of the bacon. I'll cook my eggs in the fat of the bacon, and that'll be me done with salt. That'll be me done till tea time when I'll have a steak or pork, lamb ribs, pork bellies. I might have some eggs. That's it. If I ever get the munchies, which is very rarely, I might have some nuts. So don't forget, I'm more advanced. I've been on this diet nearly 2 years. I'm more advanced. So fasting is very important. I fast every day for 17 hours. Every day. 7 days a week. And it's good for me. It's good for the body. So should we let's do one more. Let's do a keto pyramid. Keto diet pyramid. Let's see what comes up, guys. This is quite interesting, actually. Is that keto? Let's have a look. Now, keto is a bit broader. There we go. Ketogenic carb diet food. Let me just check your comments, guys. What about the healthiest bread? No, Pat, they're not good for you. Even the so-called healthy breads are not good for you. They will cause damage. They'll give you inflammation. They turn to sugar inside you. They're not good for you. It's all a big con. Grains are not good for you. Grains are bad for you. We were tricked. Tony, we were tricked. The world has been brainwashed to eat the foods that the big corporations want us to buy because they make billions selling it. Bread is bad for you. It's no good. No good. Doesn't matter what colour it is. Same with rice. Doesn't matter what colour it is. It's still bad for you. Same with pasta. Doesn't matter what colour it is. It's still bad for you. Wheat pasta is not good for you. That's right. It's all about the money. Karen, why is egg with dairy should be in with meat? Let's have, I've only just seen this. So now I prefer carnivore. I think carnivore is much better for you than keto, but keto is a good stepping stone. Keto is a good start. It's much better than eating donuts and crisps and cakes. This is why I'm okay with keto. So you can see here you've got grass-fed butter, you've got cream. Cream is good for you. Coconut oil is fine. Avocados are okay. Avocados are good. Then you go to the protein. So here they've got the steak, the eggs, the fish, the chicken, the pork, the lamb, That's all good, guys, but you want it fatty. You must have the fat. It's so important. If there's not enough fat on the meat, cook it in butter. Cook it in the bacon fat that comes out of your meat. Cook it in the fat that comes out of your meat. Then you've got non-starchy vegetables. Don't have too many. You can see what they are here in that picture. And then you have the dairy and nuts. Cheese is okay. Sour cream is good. I wouldn't have too many nuts, guys. I wouldn't have too many nuts. And then berries is a treat. Strawberries, blackberries, gooseberries. They're a treat, guys. That is pretty good. I would say that keto diet there, I think you won't lose as much weight on that. The thing about, if you really want to lose weight, if you want to lose 5 to 7 pounds a week in weight, so half a stone a week, you need to only eat once a day to be on carnivore diet, and you'll see all the health benefits. If you want to just lose weight slowly and you don't want to be on such a restricted diet, do the keto. I'm fine with the keto. Keto is a great diet. It's a good second best. I actually quite like that pyramid. I think it's pretty good. What do you think, guys? Let's have a look at your comments. What can you use instead of pasta? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I just slice up lettuce, onions and tomatoes. That's what I do. I put it as a bed, and then if I'm going to have a curry, I'll put the curry, you know, the chicken tikka, whatever it is, on top of that, and then so there's that way I don't have to eat the rice. Same goes if I want a spaghetti, I'll make the bolognese with fatty minced meat, 25% fat minced meat, yeah, and I will put that on a bed of lettuce, tomato, and you can have peppers, lettuce, tomato, slice it all up thinly, and then put your bolognese on that. It's very tasty. You can have your cheese. You can sprinkle your bolognese in a nice, don't forget you can have Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is fine. Dairy nuts can be inflammatory. Well, Karen, it definitely can. Yeah. Not everyone likes dairy, and I don't recommend nuts. I don't recommend nuts. I recommend carnivore. Carnivore. Yeah, whipping cream and butter is very nice. I've never had a problem with tea or coffee. Never had a problem with it. I'm just going through your comments, guys. Yeah, so Carolyn, your body's adjusted to only eating once a day. I like to eat twice a day. I'll be honest with you, I'm not very hungry at 1:30. I'm not very hungry. So you think about it. I eat at 6:30. I have quite a nice amount of meat, fatty meat. Sometimes I have some eggs. And then I eat the next day at 1:30. And I'll be honest with you, I'm never hungry. I just have it for the sake of it. Eggs and I have some slices, 4 or 5 slices of bacon, 2 eggs. And then I'll wait until 6, 7. And then I'll have my steak or my lamb chops or my pork bellies. That's it. Obviously water as well. So I find a lot of good quality salt is good for you. Stops any cramps, because you can get cramps. There is an adjustment period. When you are changing diet from being sugar adapted to being fat adapted, there is an adjustment. You can have a bit of constipation. There is an adjustment. It takes, I would say, to properly adjust, not that long, 6 weeks, and your body adjusts. So remember, you go from being sugar adapted to being fat adapted. You need to be fat adapted, because when you're fat adapted, you're in ketosis and you will lose weight and you will see all the health benefits. Remember, when your immune system is working at its best, you repair your body. And when you're in ketosis, your body repairs its cells. It repairs. There's a thing called the mitochondria. If the mitochondria are being damaged by the sugar, which they almost always are, that causes cancer. Damaged mitochondria causes cancer. This is my opinion. I'm not a doctor. This is from all the research that I've done over the last few years. Yeah, I got cramps in the bottom of my legs at first. But all I did, I just increased my salt. I found increasing my salt stopped my cramps. Pickle juice works wonders for Charlie horse cramps. Yeah, well, I don't know, Karen, I can't speak for that, but I'm not a big fan of the vinegar stuff. Even, what's the vinegar that everyone has? What's it called again? The healthy vinegar. What's it called, guys? Tell me what it's called. I'm not a big fan of it. Same like turmeric. Everyone tries to have turmeric. Nah, I don't agree with it. Fatty meat, eggs, salt, water. That's all you need. Omelettes, fish. Remember, I'm proof that it works. I'm proof. Yeah, I'm a 57-year-old man. I've got the energy of a 25-year-old man. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to become perfect. Yeah, it doesn't mean everything's going to be amazing. You're still a human being. You're still going to age. You're still going to get older. You will die eventually. It doesn't mean I'm going to live forever. But I do think that you will live healthier and hopefully live longer on this diet. Really believe it. And I've seen a lot of success stories. If you go on YouTube, there are thousands and thousands of people that were very unwell, that were close to dying, close to death, that completely turned their lives around because they did this diet. I've always recommend carnivore diet, always. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. Yeah, cider, apple cider vinegar. I don't believe it. Sorry, guys. I like apple cider vinegar. You put it on a bit of salad. But is it going to give you these massive health benefits? I don't think so. Same goes for turmeric. Nah. But all you have to do is go on YouTube. There are tens of thousands of people, normal people like me, that have completely turned their whole lives around, that have got their lives back, have got their health. They feel like Superman. They've rejuvenated themselves. They look much younger. They have I call it the carnival glow. They have the carnival glow. I've got the carnival glow. You only get the carnival glow by being a carnivore. Yeah? And these tens of thousands of people on YouTube are success stories. They got no reason to lie. Why lie? Why do we have qualified doctors promoting this diet? Why are they lying? They got no reason to lie. Why do I spread this diet? Because I know it helps. I know it changes lives. It saves lives. It completely turns your life upside down. It gives you back your life. If you want to know how it feels to be 18 when you're 50, do this diet. If you want to have the energy levels of a teenager, do this diet. Trust me, guys, you do need to give yourself a chance. Give yourself 3 or 4 weeks and you'll be amazed how you feel. The first thing you notice is your energy goes whoosh. Your energy at any age, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, any age, your energy goes from here to here in days. But you have to stop the sugar. You must stop the carbs, the sugar, the bread, the pasta, the rice, the potatoes, the crisps, the Doritos, the donuts, the burgers, the pizzas, the spaghettis. You have to stop it all. You have to reduce the amount of times you eat in a day to once or twice a day. No snacking, no wheat, no cereals, no breakfast, no processed food, no ultra processed food. And you will get your life back and you will come off all your medications. No insulin, no metformin, no statins, nothing. You will be medication free and your sleep will improve, your anxiety will improve, your depression will improve. That's a promise, guys. Now remember, I'm not a doctor. So everything that I recommend, you always consult your doctor. I am not a doctor. You must consult your doctor. Every decision you make with your doctor. Now, the doctors already know most good doctors already know that keto and carnivore are good diets. Most doctors will recommend keto. They're a bit funny with carnivore because they're obsessed with cholesterol. They're obsessed with LDL cholesterol. You'll find out about it. This thing about cholesterol, you can't. Eating cholesterol is completely fine. No. The thing where we are told that if you eat food that has cholesterol in it, it's going to give you a heart attack and kill you is bullshit. Bullshit. Total crap. If it was true, I'd be dead now. I'd be dead. Right, let's check your comments. Denise, Denise, you're fasting, yeah? Denise, have a big pint of water or have a butter coffee and your hunger will reduce. A big pint of water or a butter coffee. And when you make your butter coffee, use an electric blender and it will taste creamy. It has to be an electric blender. Yeah, Karen, all the bad skin rashes is due to what you're eating. Yes. Anyone with skin conditions, if you eat carnivore diet, they will go. I promise you. You eat carnivore diet within a month to 2 months, maybe 3 months, depends how bad it is. Your skin conditions, including eczema, will go. Yeah, eggs will be all right. Look, if you're going to be a bit naughty when you're on the carnivore diet, have some eggs and bacon. Crispy bacon. That'll sort you out. It's not bad for you. It will be good for you. Denise, have some eggs and bacon. Job done. Keep the fat in the bacon. Your body will tell you when to eat, but you eat the right foods. Yeah, age spots. So what are these things that tie? Is it, what are they called again? These little bits of skin that people grow, they start to disappear. What are they called again? Carolyn, you know what they're called. The little bits of skin people get. They start to go. Do you know what, Elizabeth? It does take willpower, but do you want to live longer? Do you want to be healthier? Do you want to have energy? Do you want to look better? Now, the first thing I did when I lost weight, I got into my slimmer trousers. I went to a 34-inch waist. I'm now 30. I went from 34-inch waist to 31. Now, all of my trousers that I was wearing 20 years ago now fit me. All of my trousers. Yeah? Trousers that I thought I was never going to wear again. Ever. I can now wear a tight t-shirt. Yeah? I'll take my top off. I can now wear a top. Remember, I'm 57. Okay? I can now wear a tight t-shirt. This is a tight top. Yeah? It makes your muscles pop a little bit with no exercise, but I do exercise and I do run. So look, this t-shirt, I could not have worn it 18 months ago because I look pregnant. Not anymore. Now I'm slim. Yeah? 57. Remember, I'm 57 years old. Look at my skin. I'm 57. Yeah? So, you get what I'm saying, guys. Yeah, see, look, Karen, my husband went from 40 waist to 34. Well done. That's excellent, Karen. Skin tags, that's it. Karen, skin tags. That's it. They start to drop off. Wherever they are, you start to lose them. Yeah? Me too. My husband is at the supermarket getting bacon. Tony, have I made you hungry? Tony, have I made you hungry? I've made Tony and Denise hungry. Carolyn, same Louis. Today I wore my son's Lions hoodie. He is tiny. Carolyn, that's my point. I'm wearing the clothes now that I was wearing when I was DJing 26 years ago. 26 years ago I was DJing and I'm wearing this is my DJ top. Funny. Bacon, crispy bacon. Mmm. That's the other thing that happens. When your body adapts to eating fatty meat, eggs, you crave meat. You crave bacon. People say to me, how can you just eat meat all the time and eggs? And I'm like, because my body craves it. My body craves meat. I never get bored of meat, ever. It wants it. My body is like, give me meat, give me meat. It's no different than when you're addicted. When you're addicted to sugar, it's the same thing. Your body craves chocolate. Your body craves cakes, crisps. Yeah? It's the same thing. Your body craves what it's given. So if you keep giving your body fatty meat and eggs, it will always crave it. Carolyn, are you going to send me these pictures? Carolyn, are you going to send me these pictures? Yeah, Louis is wearing Tino's little leather jacket. Yeah. So Carolyn, when are you going to send me these pictures? I want to see them. Post them on the Defending Elvis Facebook. Actually, you can send them on WhatsApp. Send them on WhatsApp. I'll give you my WhatsApp number. I don't care who's got my number. It doesn't bother me. Right, there's my WhatsApp number, guys. Anyone that wants to WhatsApp me, go ahead, yeah? So you guys are, let's have a look. So you guys, all that are on the diet. Love it. Yes. Elizabeth, it's completely changed my life. Completely changed my life. 18 months ago, I was fed up. I was sick. I was literally fed up. I can't even explain it to you. And that's even with a lovely wife and lovely kids, because I didn't feel well in myself. I felt unwell because I was giving my body the wrong food. Remember, I had ulcerative colitis. It was really bad, like really bad. There was a possibility they were going to remove part of my colon and give me a colostomy bag. My stomach was like I was pregnant. Let me show you another video, guys. Come on. While we're at it. Let's try this one, yeah? Is it working? And let's turn up the volume. Hang on a minute, guys. 1 minute. Let me just get so I can see this. Right, here we are. And remember, guys, that was a year. Hang on, let me turn it off. Now remember, that was a year ago. A year ago, I did that video. And Let me just see if I've got another one that's a bit like that. That just gives you an idea of... this. So then when I started running again, I was running more, right? Are we ready? Let's see if this is going to work. 56 years old. I'm running down the road like... Oop, where's it gone? Hang on. Hang on, let me get the camera back on. That camera's got a mind of its own. It's gone over here. Let me get it like that. It's not going to work. Here we go. Come back, camera. Oi! One more time. It's not listening to me. Here we go. That's better. Right. Let's have another go. Bob, you're being naughty. Bob the camera, being naughty. Right, let's do it. 56 years old. I'm running down the road like a 20-year-old. I eat meat, eggs, fish, cheese, prawns. Sometimes I'll have a bit of veg, like strawberries or berries, or a few nuts. Anyone that says those foods are going to make me unwell, make me have cancer, make me have a heart attack, is not looking up properly the correct evidence and advice, the modern advice that people are saying now in 2023 about meat, eggs, fish and fat, and how good fat is for us, how good cholesterol is for us. Come on, do your homework, get on YouTube, and find out the truth. See you later. Now remember, guys... 56. Right. Let me just turn that off. Guys, I was doing a 10-mile run. That was a 10-mile run. I used to do a 10-mile run every week. I did 3 half marathons. Then I ran 5 miles a day for a year. For a year. Now I've reduced it now. Now I just do 1.5 miles every day. So I'm just lazy now. I'm lazy. So look at my camera. Woo. Let me try and make my camera. I'm telling my camera what to do. It's not working, is it? So you get what I'm saying anyway, guys. Let me adjust my camera down. Whee! Okay. So that's it, guys. Really, I just think I want to share this diet with people. And when I did the Elvis channel, because many of us were elderly, I wanted to share the success I had with you guys. And there's quite a few of you now that are doing well on it. Quite a few of you, yeah. And I've just noticed that Kahal, Grave Visitations, said he's following me. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. I've got Kahal, I've just bought this new camera and it works by me giving hand signals, but it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. If I do this, it follows me around. Look. No. Let's try again. Let's see if it'll do it. There you are. Look, it's following me now. Whee! And if I do this, it zooms out. If I do this, it zooms in. Zoom in. So there you are. Down. It's quite funny. It's not working now. Down. Bob, do as you're told. Or I can go on the remote control. Let's go on the remote control. It makes me laugh. It actually makes me happy, this camera. There we are. Back to normal. I can even change the background on it. I can even change the background. I can put Elvis behind me if I want. Let's have a look. Yeah, British accent. Come on. We like the American accent, see? Obviously, you guys aren't just in America. You're all around the world. But 45% of you are in America. 45%. All right, guys, I'm going to have to go to bed. Time for bed. I'll be back in the morning. Look, I did that and it moved. You see that? Oh, that's good, isn't it? Here we go. There we go. See? We can have a bit of a dance. Woo! It's pretty crazy. All right, guys, I'm going to go. My daily meal, grade visitation, Kahal, because I've been on this diet for a long time. I now have eggs and bacon for lunch with salt and butter. And I have lamb ribs or steak and pork bellies at tea time at 6:30. So I only eat twice a day, once at 1:30 p.m. and the second time around 6:30 to 7. That's it. Water, salt. I do have tea and coffee. And I have cream in my coffee. And I have, I also blend butter into my coffee as well. With a proper blender. Oh, wow. Shall I have a look at that? Before I go, Carolyn, am I allowed to show anyone? Oh, I like that. Now, Carolyn, am I allowed to show people? How many pictures have you sent me? How many pictures have you sent me, Carolyn? Let's have a look. I've only got the... Let's have a look. But Carolyn, how many pictures have you sent me? Just one? Bye, everyone. I want to quickly show Carolyn's picture. Carolyn, have you only sent me one picture? All right, okay. Well, you look good in both to me, but okay. I'm trying to get closer. Be proud. Be proud. Be proud. Yes. What Carolyn has achieved, what Tony is Tony is halfway into the process now. Yeah. And Tony has lost 22 pounds. Now, I guarantee you that Tony, a month from now, would have lost another 20 pounds. I guarantee it. If she sticks to it, I guarantee it. Yeah, so be proud. Be proud. You only get one life. You only get one life. Don't forget, I've got small kids. I have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. I want to be around for those kids when they're grown up. That is a big part of the reason why I do the diet, the carnivore diet, because I want to be around, guys, when I'm 90. If you want to be around in your 80s and 90s, you've got to eat right. You've got to care what goes in your mouth. It has to matter to you what you put in this mouth. What you put in this mouth will determine your life. Don't be tricked and lied to by the government, because you're being lied to. You're being lied to, guys, by the government. They're encouraging us to eat bread and pasta. They're telling us not to eat meat and eggs and butter. It doesn't make sense. It's upside down. If you go right back to the 1940s and 50s, we were eating eggs and meat, eggs and bacon. That's what we were eating. Somewhere in the 60s, everything changed. The whole world was lied to and brainwashed. That's a fact, guys. That's a fact. Yeah, I think Carolyn looks good before and after, but she still lost 44 pounds. 44 pounds. Yeah? Okay, guys. It's a miracle diet. Miracle. Miracle. Right. I'm going to bed. Bedtime for me. Thanks, guys. We've had a really nice time on the... It's nice to be on the Elvis Presley fan on keto diet because we can... The reason I like it here, I'm very comfortable here, is because we can talk about Elvis, but we can also talk about the diet. I don't talk about the diet on defending Elvis. I don't mention the diet on defending Elvis. I just don't think it's the right place for it. But here, on Elvis Presley fan on keto, this channel, it's perfect for it. Perfect. I'm sorry, AU, we gotta go, mate. It's bedtime. Love you all, guys. Sweet dreams. I'm off to bed. It's quite late here in the UK. It's 10:30, my bedtime. See you, guys. I'll take a picture of my little stream. I'll use that picture on the cover.